What's up, guys? I'm Sean Norton. I'm a professional artist, and I'm doing this series to help you guys grow your art. So step inside and welcome to the Hall of Rage. So before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I do stream every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays over on Twitch. So come on over and catch stream and ask any questions you guys want. Also, you can follow me on all social media at /Sean Norton Art. And just like every other YouTuber says, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think of these videos, what you'd like to see, what you'd like to learn, and ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. Welcome to Pen and Ink. This is the first episode of this series, and I actually conceptualized it while working on this piece that you're about to see here. This piece was from back in 2013. I did it for a company called Bat in the Sun. They have a channel here on YouTube, and they do a show called Superpower Beatdown. In that show, they basically take two characters and they pit them against each other and let the fans decide who's going to win. So for this one, it was really near and dear to my heart because I've always been a really big Power Rangers fan. And of course, I've always liked Mortal Kombat as well. So it's kind of a no-brainer as far as doing this piece. And so when I did this, I was really kind of trying to be a little controversial with it back then. You know, I wanted to make some people mad because, you know, I think a lot of people really felt like Scorpion would definitely beat the White Ranger. But yeah, there's always been a place in my heart for Tommy, the White Ranger, also the Green Ranger. And I actually gave this piece to the actor, Jason David Frank, as a gift. And yeah, it was something really great. And I think the coolest thing about this piece is that to this day, this is probably the one piece that I'm known for. If I do conventions or if people see this art, you know, there's always a lot of talk about it. And reminiscing over the show and people seeing this on the show and being really excited about it. So with the intro to this show, I wanted to start it off before getting into tutorials with you guys, you know, and actually getting into like techniques and skills and that type of growth. I wanted to start it off with something very important. I wanted to talk about you know, the mental health and mindset aspect of being an artist. You know, there's always kind of those two ends of the spectrum that you see, especially on social media these days. You always kind of see on one end the negative artist in the sense that they think that nothing they do is ever good enough, it's never going to be good enough. They tear themselves down and they're their own worst critics, but not in a constructive way. It pushes their fans away, keeps them from going anywhere. Then you have kind of the other end of it, where you have the guys that are, they have the overly inflated egos. They're constantly posting about how they're making these big moves and how their projects are the greatest projects you've ever seen, and just wait till it gets released and things like that. And you know, it's great to have confidence, but there's really no place for arrogance, or like I said, ego. Those types of things, you know, are going to do the same thing as the negative end of the spectrum, where they're going to drive people away. They're going to hurt you as an artist, and they're actually going to hurt your growth, because more than likely you feel like you're at this whole other level. And there's a lot of those guys I don't really ever see go much further than where they're at. So with that said, the biggest thing I have to stress is finding balance. You always have to find balance. You want to be constructive, and you want to be your own worst critic, and really dissect things. Really look at your art and break it down. Then what you need to do is you need to grow from it. You need to be honest with yourself and, find what's not working, and then find ways to actually grow and turn it into something that is no longer a problem. Basically use problem solving. You have so many resources on the internet, really in many places, that you should be able to kind of go check some things out and work it out. Or you can always, like I said earlier, come in one of my streams on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and I'm more than willing to kind of help you guys out live. I'll bring up your art and we can look at it. But yeah, the biggest thing is really finding balance. And even so, the biggest thing that's going to really help you guys grow and keep that mindset going is work ethic. That comes with great mental health as well. If you have a healthy mindset, a positive mindset, your workflow is going to be off the charts. You're going to want to draw. You're going to feel good about drawing. You're going to be confident. You're going to be producing. And that's very, very important. Because if you're not producing, not only are you not growing, but you're sending out major red flags. If somebody goes to look at your work that's interested in working with you, and they only see like 2 posts within like months, they're gonna be concerned whether you can actually complete work, and meet deadlines. Deadlines are very important, and that's the thing when you think of your art, and you're dealing with mindset, you have to approach it as a business. I can't stress that enough. If you want to succeed in art, you have to build your brand. For me, it's Sean Norton, and online presence, it's Sean Norton Art. But yeah, you have to build your brand. Your logo essentially is your art style. People should see your art and connect it with you, which is big. And with business, you have to do the marketing. You have to tap into social media, and you have to post and use your outlets. You have to create content, whether it be YouTube or streaming on platforms. You have to get your work into different outlets, as many as possible. And with that, something that isn't a must but can be great for you from a business standpoint is, riding the waves of popularity. So you don't have to completely sell out. I would call it more buying in. But what you can do, especially if you're going to do conventions, or say like you're doing streams, especially where you're going to be more in a public eye, right? Look what's going on, what people are really into. So like if you're on a platform like Twitch, what games are being played? What are people into? Like at one point, there were a lot of artists doing a lot of Apex Legends art, and it was pulling people that are gamers to the art area, and they were enjoying it. And same thing with conventions. If you are doing things that are like say a Marvel MCU movie, right? Like Spider-Man Far From Home, Endgame, you're gonna have so many people that are offering prints for that stuff. So if you jump on that train, it's going to open a lot more for you. But in the end, the biggest thing I have to say is just draw, dude. Just draw. And I hope to see you in the next video. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the first episode of Pen and Ink. Make sure to comment below, let me know what you think and what you'd like to see. I'll make sure I make some videos that are going to help you guys out, and there's going to be so much more to come. So I'll see you in the next episode.